AskReddit by Covenant 9 4653. Men of Reddit, what is something women hate about their bodies that you actually love? A bit longer than others, but I have a full story to tell which might help someone. A few years ago, my lady got a breast cancer. We live in a country with high-level medical facilities, and the doctor told us at the very first meeting that we were here to heal, no reason to think otherwise. But her cancer is genetic. It means if she kept her breasts, her risk of having a new cancer would be very high. So it's clear for both of us, she got a mastectomy. She now has no breast anymore. She just has two big scars on the chest. On her side, she fucking hates her body. She is scared as hell to wear anything that could reveal her scars. She also got some weight during the treatment, and she is pissed at that too. But I fucking love her. I choose to love with this woman, and it does not matter if she had lost her breasts, her legs or her face, I will still love her. I will freaking love those scars until my dying breath, because, to me, it means she survived. Edit, a few mistakes I saw while I read myself again. I'm not a native speaker. I love this, God bless you too. Your scent during sex. I like it. A lot. Everything that has to do with getting older. When my wife and I got married, we were obviously younger and in our 20s. Although never thin, I was more slender. My wife, 5 feet 9 and legs for days and just banging body. Now, I'm not as thin, same as her, we have 2 kids, and I find her sexier now more than ever. In our almost decade together, we have slept on a floor, used change for gas and had our electricity turned off 3-4 times for non-payment. She's my ride or die. She has more of a tummy now, bigger boobs, maybe doesn't shave like she used to or wear skimpy lingerie outfits randomly. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. We have grown older together and I honestly couldn't find anything in this world that still turns me on as the certain way my wife runs her fingers down my back or how she looks naked. And it's because she's mine. Not in a possessive sexist way, but in a, I'm the Luke. Long story short, girls spend tons of time worrying about getting older. Age isn't always a detractor. This is my husband and I can confirm, he's very sweet and still finds me attractive even though I'm 60 pounds heavier than when we met. And I told him that I'd never reveal myself to him on Reddit, so this is a big step in our relationship. Congrats babe. Natural dark circles under eye bags. They look so amazing on so many ladies. It's disappointing to see society has deemed them ugly. I think it's a very attractive feature. I never in a million years thought someone would find my physically personified existential crisis that I've been having since I was like 12 hot. This is astounding to me. Uneven breasts. Adds character and makes paying attention to each one a separate adventure. Fun fact, it's actually extremely rare for someone's breasts to be perfectly symmetrical. There's usually one that's slightly larger. Especially depending where you're at for your cycle, ovulation and menstruation can increase the difference due to hormone levels. However, not so fun fact, if the size difference is a whole cup size or more bigger, consult a doctor to be on the safe side. It can be a sign of health problems. Also, not to echo the other reply, but separate adventure has me chuckling. Thank you. My ex-girlfriend always complained about the size of her cheeks and how she looked like Quico, a character from an old Mexican TV series. For me she looked gorgeous. I loved to kiss and caress her cute round face. Oh no Quico, that's brutal, she calls herself that. My wife was very self-conscious about her inverted nipples, but I adore them. God, this makes me feel a little better. Cellulite? I jaff what kind of phone she got. Okay, this got me shit tie for the smile too pure. I love sleepy, set back bedroom eyes. And I love boyish clothes on girls. So hot. I also like when a woman has a deeper voice. God, it's hot. Wow, you literally described me. Thanks for that confidence boost. As a woman, this thread just has me flabbergasted. Why do we hate on ourselves so much? Guys love all the things we hate. Edit. As a mom of 4 girls and has the body to show it, I appreciate this pep talk. Some of us guys' perception of beauty is greatly influenced by personality. I have noted this very strongly in myself. Models with horrible personalities actually appear physically unattractive to me due to personality. Some average looking woman with a great personality will appear so much more beautiful to me, imperfections and all. My wife's boobs. She hates them with a passion and I cannot figure out why. They are perfect. Does she not like their look or how they feel? Like how some women are annoyed by how heavy their breasts are. I get turned on by women who wear tank tops and then you see like that little bit of skin between the armpit and the boob. Shit drives me nuts. This guy's the reason for those crazy dress codes for girls in school, mayo. I was always very insecure about my hip dips until my boyfriend told me he loved them. I was standing in front of him one day and he just said, "I love the way your hips go in a little there. It makes your butt so cute. It's my favorite," and I was shocked. Honestly. I used to spend hours watching videos about how to exercise them away, creams that would fill them in, and other ridiculous horse shit that would never work. He somehow found every insecurity I have and told me how attractive it is before he ever even knew I was insecure. I had to Google what hip dips were and I'm shocked that all the results were about how to get rid of them. They are beautiful. Basically a little hourglass figure that frames your butt. Maybe a little too clinical or intimate for this thread, but I really appreciate unique labia and I find it absolutely heartbreaking that there is so much widespread insecurity about this, that there are cosmetic surgeries to fix imperfect labia. Past girlfriends and flings who had more prominent or unconventional labia were dreadfully insecure about it, and some went as far as to be absolutely astounded that I'd compliment them during after sex because a past partner hated it or was very cruel and callous about it. Absolutely gorgeous. One of the most pernicious and evil beauty porn standards out there. As long as hygiene is well accounted for, there's no such thing as a labia and vulva that are better or worse than any others. It's not ever crossed my mind to compare or critique what's down there, and I always speak out about this when my friends say some stupid or insensitive shit. Edit. Pleasantly surprised this blew up. I'm 6'3" and single BTW. I dated a guy for 9 years who didn't like going down on me because he thought my labia was too large. I never had an insecurity about my vagina until then, and it completely changed my sex life. Even now it's a big struggle and I never let anyone go down on me. I am working on loving my body again, but it's great to read things like this. They're called love handles for a reason. Fuck grips doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Cellulite, large upper arms, side boob to the point of latitude fat. I guess I just like thick women. Less about their body, more about a general thing. I love how women look first thing in the morning. Groggy, bad breath, don't matter to me. So beautiful. I sent my husband a 5 AM coffee selfie where I thought we'd both have a laugh about how groggy and awful I looked. Sleepy eyes, messy hair. He sent back a heart eyes emoji. Now I don't think he was kidding about that. I didn't know I needed to know that. Thank you. Now he can have more early morning selfies when we're apart. Edit. Forgot a word. I am really into women with weird features, especially noses. Like big hooked nose, or flat nose with sharp nostrils. Anything outside of the insta skinny straight nose is super hot by its uniqueness alone. It adds so much beautiful character to a woman's face, and it's really fucked up they're not more appreciated. Deleted. My wife and I are older and have been married 27 years. She doesn't like that her body looks so much older, but I like all of it. Every wrinkle, scar, extra pound, grey hair, and everything else are all signs of the life we've had together. Not all the times have been easy, but we've faced them all together, and I don't see the imprint of those years as imperfections. Those little dimple things on a woman's hips. Give Emmy that bush brow. Notice how there is immense variety in these answers. If only they knew. Their natural eyebrows. I spent the 90s and zeros refusing to cave to pressure to pull out my eyebrows and draw them back on. There were several girls at school who were very mean to me about my perfectly normal eyebrows. Now I bump into people from school and they've had to get their eyebrows tattooed back on or some other painful expensive solution. One of the few good calls I made in my teens. The little stomach chub in a tight dress. I don't wear tight clothes BC of that stomach chub. This is incredible to read. When I was in college, 2 different girls reacted badly when I tried to compliment them on how pretty their freckles were. They both told me they hated them. I'll never understand it. If you have freckles, you've won the pretty face lottery, you know. I used to cover mine up. One time I was out at the local club and another regular leaned in to talk and then stopped, looked at me strangely and said, "Wow, look at those freckles. Why the hell would you cover them up?" Since I stopped covering them up, I have found a lot of people who really like them. This thread's a boost. I had no idea. Seriously. I don't feel so ugly right now. Deleted. Freckles are actually so popular that people use makeup, henna, and even tattoos them on their faces nowadays. But full coverage foundation was also pretty popular a few years ago, and some still prefer it, and it pretty much creates a blank canvas where everything is covered. But I agree with you. Freckles are so adorable. Grey hair. Not only is hair just starting to turn grey attractive, but I like more and more grey as I get older. Bonus for the thick streaks of grey. Laugh lines and wrinkles around the face. Cellulite and stretch marks. Basically anything natural. I'm going grey and really struggling with it, and I don't want to fight the battle of constantly covering it up. Thank you so much for this comment. All boobs are perfect. Pretty much any physical imperfections, it show uniqueness. Imagine everyone looking the same shit would be boring.